Hi, my name is Nick Shell. I'm the guy that refers to myself as the free life coach. Not a professional, just an average guy that happens to say some things that help people sometimes. So you've heard the saying before, hurt people, right? Have you ever heard that before? I want to add to that. If people who are hurt other people, what about this? Also add to that this. Healed people help people, right? I consider myself someone who is a healed person. In my 35 years of life, I've been through certain things in which I took those things and I learned from them. I became a better person from them. Instead of remaining hurt, I saw myself as healed after I overcame those things. And now I'm helping other people. That's why one of the reasons I like to do this series called Free Life Coach. I want to be able to help other people in their life and help them based on the information that I've taught myself. So let's camp out on that for a minute though. Have you noticed that people who are hurt are the type of people who hurt other people? I mean, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing in the world that when you look at people who would hurt children, well, a lot of times you find out they were hurt as a child to begin with. And as extreme as we want to go with that, or as slight as we want to go with that, people who are hurt other people. So it only goes to say that if you're not a hurt person, then you're going to want to help other people. And that's why I always mention my thing about comparing people who are victims versus people who are victorious. I see myself as victorious, therefore I help other people. I don't see myself as a victim. I'm not here to criticize others. I'm here to compliment others. I'm not here to fear change. I'm here to embrace change. I'm here to develop plans instead of to just go by the seat of my pants there. But it's very important to know that and to expect that in your everyday life. You're always going to be surrounded by people. You're going to encounter people in your life who are there to basically spawn their negativity on other people, and you included. So if you're not prepared for that, it's easy to think, oh, I hate that person. They're always so mean. Well, back up. That's a hurt person. They are hurt. Are you going to be like them? Or are you going to recognize that that's a person who's hurting, who's camping out in the negativity because they're not able to see things the way you are because you're victorious and they're not. So remember, other people who are negative all the time, they're hurt inside. They're lacking. They don't have peace like you do. I'm assuming that you have peace. I don't know that for a fact. I have inner peace, right? I do. Because I'm able to recognize in other people, I can see very quickly, very easily, people who are quick to criticize. I mean, and I've mentioned that before. As a YouTuber, I see it all the time. At least once or twice a week, I'll get a comment from someone, and you can tell the comment, it's not constructive criticism. They're just there to try to get a rise out of me. That's a hurt person. They've got time and energy on their hands to try to attack somebody else. And that's just on my end. I feel bad for that person. So I try to respond to them saying, you are included here. You are welcome here. You have a place here. Because maybe they don't hear that. Maybe it's a 15-year-old kid who doesn't have a good home life. His parents don't really express that they love him. So what does he do? He's hurt. He goes on YouTube and he starts leaving negative comments because that's the only way he can get any kind of interaction out of anyone at all. He'd rather go for negative attention than no attention at all, right? So hurt people. But if you're not a hurt person, if you are a healed person, if you are able to overcome these things in your life, then you can help other people by being that encouragement for them. So what I want to challenge you today is, and for the rest of your life, is when you see hurt people out there who are trying to hurt others because they're hurt, what if you did the opposite? What if you tried your best to include them? There's a good chance they're just not feeling included. They don't know how to love the same way you do. And I mentioned this recently too. I said the same thing to my son. There's a little girl in his class. She's constantly saying, mean things to other kids. She doesn't have any friends. And that's when I said to my son, I said, she doesn't have any friends for a reason. She doesn't know how to have friends. She doesn't know what love is like you do. It's basically up to you to show her what that's like. The easy thing to do is to feel bullied by her, is to feel, let her hurt your feelings by calling you names. That's the easy thing to do. That's what victims do. Victims allow themselves to be victimized by the most trivial of things. But you're victorious, I said to him. Because you're victorious, you're going to do not what most people do, and that is let her, offend you or hurt you. Instead, become her friend. Show an interest in her. Include her in what's going on with you and your friends. That's the only way she's going to get help. Because hurt people, but healed people help people. My name is Nick Shell, and I refer to myself as the Free Life Coach.